Okay. Hello, Miss Skinner. How are you doing? How are you doing? Ah, it's been a while. Been a long time, actually. It's good to see you. Potato and Sarah, how you doing? I think it's the first time I've ever seen you. Welcome, Ghost Dog Channel. It's been a hot minute, as they would say. Is that even said anymore? I don't know. I don't know. Is it still a hot minute or is it something moved on? It's been a while. Let's just put it that way. Okay? Y'all remember to hit the thumbs up now. Yeah, I figure I come on, say hello to everybody while my computer is actually working correctly. Been having issues with it. I think one of my adapters is messed up. So I think I need to get a new adapter because I had to switch the plugs around. And we got it going. Let's just say that so far. And the other problem with the computer is the top row of the alphabets of the letters on the keyboard was not working. All the other keys, all the other letters worked fine, but that Q W E R T Y U I O P, that top row wouldn't work. None of the letters would work. And so after watching a couple of videos and instructions and whatnot, did all that, did the reset. I didn't know you can reset. Did you guys know you can actually reset a laptop or a keyboard? I never knew that. I know, I'm old then, but honestly, did anybody else know that you can actually reset a keyboard, or is it just certain keyboards? Curious, 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 curious. Well, whether you knew it or not, I just found out. No, yeah, I have a Corsair, and the box that my computer is built on in is a Corsair box. It's not a Corsair computer. It's was built specifically for me and what I do and stuff like that. But I just remember giving the guy a whole bunch of money. I said, "Build me a computer." Never had one. Never had a really nice one. And well, he built it, and he had this Corsair uh, keyboard, which is kind of cool because it's got lights that goes around, multicolors. I can make it blink and whatnot. But what I didn't know though is it has its own computer inside the keyboard, and I never knew that. And there is ways, steps to how to reset it if something goes wrong. So I did that, moved the plug around, reset it, and knock on wood, it seems to be working. Now, as far as the monitors, if you're new to this program, new to my show, I have 5 monitors, and it's actually pretty cool looking. It really is. It was initially set up for 6 monitors. I never got around buying the sixth one because it kind of looked, well, one, I really didn't have any place to put it, because the other, the I call it the octopus arm, is holding up the other 3 monitors on the top level, and then the bottom monitors they're on base and they kind of sit. Well, the octopus base is so big that you couldn't really stick a sixth monitor in there. So that's kind of the reason why I left it out. Didn't Never got around to it, but I did buy all the hardware for it. So it's got wiring. It's got an extra plug in the back of the computer for a sixth monitor. So yeah, but yeah. And did they do something to cigarettes? I'll tell you what. The last couple of weeks that I've bought cigarettes, you wait a couple minutes and the cigarette goes out by itself. Now I do know they, what about 20 years ago or so, they put this fire, quote unquote, fire protection thing, which I thought was a joke because you light a cigarette, set it down, it's going to keep burning. Where that fire thing is supposed to be actually put the cigarette out, so it doesn't burn things down and stuff like that if you're not smoking on it, puffing on it. Well, I think this year they finally got their ingredients correctly, and now it works, and it works too good because I sit here for a couple minutes and your Facebook was hacked. Oh, sorry to hear that. Potato and Sarah. I'm assuming the Sarah is a female on here. I don't want to call you ma'am or man or sir. And no, I do not do this him, her pronoun crap. Pronoun only belongs in English class, and that's it. That's what my concern. If you're a male, you're a male. If you're a female, you're a female. If you want to identify yourself as a turkey, I don't give a damn. I really don't, because in the ground you'll be, once your skin's all and guts are all rotted away, your bones will be left, and they'll be only identified two different ways: either you're male or you're female. It's all there is to it. I look at science. I don't look at ideology, because ideology will get you in trouble. Potato is a parrot. Well, that is awesome. Sometime you're gonna have to send me a picture, or have Skinner send me a picture of it. I like parrots. I think parrots are cool. I really, really do. Uh, I'm gonna make sure I got everything going. Yeah, so it's been a really good long time. What, 2 3 weeks since I've been up here? At least 2 weeks, I think, since I've been live. I haven't been going live. I used to go live almost every day and all that stuff, but I kind of chilled back, kicked back a little bit and whatnot. So, but I do like to come up here and let you guys know what's going on and stuff like that. And I'll give you an update real quick. Well, first of all, before I do that, how is everybody doing tonight, or should I say this morning? I hope everybody's having a blessed day and night, week. Today is what? Hump day today. Hump day! It is hump day. So if you got a significant other, make sure you cement that saying, hump day. I got a pillow. That's my hump day. Oh, did I say that? I didn't say that, did I? I think I did. Uh-oh. Oh well. Anyways, uh, yeah, I'm just happy to see people are still out there. I put hello up there a question mark because, like I said, it's been a long time, and I figure half of you guys would just think I disappeared or something. But no, I'm still here. I'm still very very much. And is this lady actually? Oh my gosh! I'm watching this YouTube. I got my Twitter, so someone sends some messages, and I'm watching this lady using gasoline to wash the front of her car out of the hose. She's literally spraying gasoline all over her car. Oh my gosh. The first cigarette, and she's toast. No pun intended. All right. Well, I guess I'm waiting on answers. What is going on with my car? Well, if y'all don't know about it, I do have an HHR. I bought it 3 years ago. It worked okay for the first couple of months. You set up a new Twitter, so make sure you add me. If you don't know what my home Twitter is, I will get it to you. Copy that and paste it. That is me on Twitter. Just say, hey, add me, and I'll add you. If you're coming to me thinking the link is on Facebook. Okay. If you are watching the show thinking I'm based on one type of topic, no. Ask any of my followers, loyal followers, I do not have a basic topic. I talk about anything, everything. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Uh, Sometimes I'll play games, which actually I do got up. right now, my Steam. Sometimes I'll play a Spirit Box, which actually I should do is a Spirit Box right now instead of the games because we've been having some fun around here. Uh, Colleen, it's kind of funny. Now, and don't get me wrong on this. Do not get me wrong on this. Please, please, please. And no disrespect or dishing Colleen, but Colleen is one of those, uh, like the Missouri model, show me state. She's one that's got to see it for herself or hear it for herself to really, truly believe in the paranormal. Now, does she believe in the paranormal? Absolutely. Absolutely. But when people tell her stories, she's always hesitant because she wasn't there. Well, this place that we live in was built in 1840 something, 42, 46, we're not exactly sure, but it was built in the 1800s. And it does have history and it does have spirits, ghosts in this house. There's actually two that we identify for absolute fact. There's one is a little girl between I want to say between 9 and 15 years old. Uh, she has been visually seen. She has been audibly heard, and she does paranormal poltergeist activity where she'll move things and turn things on. I have audibly heard her multiple times. Uh, just about everybody in the house has heard her, I think, except for Colleen, has heard her. I know one time I was playing a game and I had my camera on and you could see what was behind me because I didn't have the green screen up or anything like that. It was during the day, like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And I was playing a game with some friends and there were some new friends. One guy, his name was named Raccoon. That was his nickname. And he knew I had daughters, but he had no idea. He was new. I just met him a couple days prior, but he had no, and I had never talked about that I was a ghost hunter or that this place was haunted or anything. Never told him that, but I did tell him I had two daughters, two young daughters. And anyways, we were talking, and I'm facing the camera, and the door to my room is was behind me, and I was looking somewhere else. I don't know where, but I was doing something, and he turned around and says, "Oh, is that one of your daughters?" So I turn around real quick, thinking it's going to be one of my daughters. My door's closed and there's nobody there. And I turned back to him and I said, "There's nobody there." And he looks at, well, I saw her come in, and I said, "Describe her." And he described her. It wasn't none of my girls. So somebody has visually seen this little girl spirit that roams his house. Do we know her name? No, we do not know her name at all. We always keep asking. When I do spirit boxes, sometimes you'll hear giggling and stuff like that. Uh, I heard what I thought was crying to the point where I went downstairs, thought maybe one of the girls was hurt, and I got in the kitchen area and didn't see anybody, didn't hear anything. It stopped. So I'm standing in the kitchen and I look over and we have a bathroom downstairs off the kitchen and I see the door closed and I think, okay, maybe somebody they were in there. Otherwise there was nobody else in the house. And I waited and I looked up out of the over the sink, the window, which you can see our backyard and the driveway, and what do I see? I see the car pull up and all four girls get out of the car walking and I'm like, what? And then they walked in, and I'm like, who the hell's in the bathroom then? I'm telling you, there was nobody in the house, and I heard it. It brought me from downstairs to see what was going on. That's how loud it was. And then to see the girls come in from outside, they were nowhere near the house. They were off somewhere, and they ended up walking in, and it was creepy. It was just like, what the heck? Well, today, long story short, well, actually, it was a long story, but anyways, Colleen was in the bathroom, downstairs bathroom, getting the garbage bag up, picking up garbage or something like that, and she heard on the door that she was standing to right behind her, and nobody was there. Freaked her out. She come running in the living room. We were in the living room. She's all panicked, and then she's like, fuck that, oh hell no, oh hell no. And we're like, what happened, what happened? She goes, somebody knocked on the door right behind me. And Paige and I, my youngest and I, we just kind of giggle a little bit because we hear it all the time. Knocking in this house, orbs, things move, voices, and stuff like that. So we're really used to it. Except Colleen, we tell her, especially this room. This room in particular is a creep factor for the girls, especially the closet. And I've heard knocking multiple times. My youngest, everybody in the family has heard knocking, or seen shadows, or heard the girl herself themselves. But Colleen, like I said, she was like, "Show me before I believe it," and so it isn't. She thought we were lying. She just couldn't believe that this place was really this haunted. And I actually almost argued with her. I said, "Of course this place is haunted. We have more evidence of this place being haunted." You know, one of my lives, you can actually hear uh, one of the child spirits. We think there's another child spirit here. It got really mad because we weren't paying attention to it no more. You know, because it was slamming cabinet doors and making sounds and stuff like that. And we just got used to it, right? Because we'd never catch it on camera. And so we were just ignoring. And I was doing a live stream that day, and I said, "Yeah, I could hear the cabinet, but we're," and that was it. Well, apparently this spirit got really mad, opened up one of our drawers, took out all the utensils, and threw it on the floor. And it was loud. Everybody could hear it into the front room. Our kitchen was like, 50 feet away. And everybody online could hear. And I just remember kind of looking out. I was like, well, I know you guys heard that. And we went in the kitchen. And sure enough, there was utensils all over the floor. And nobody was in the kitchen. Because everybody was in the living room. We were doing a live stream. So yeah, this place is definitely got some spooks in it and stuff like that. I swear up and down we have a grave uh, out in the backyard because for a couple of reasons. One, the depression is very similar to an old grave from the 1800s in a regular cemetery, how it leaves a depression. Why does it leave a depression? Well, in the 1800s, they didn't have cast iron or iron or sheet metal or stainless steel or fiberglass coffins. They were just wood boxes. Well, what happens to wood boxes over time? It dissolves and disintegrates, and there's 2 foot of hole, and all of a sudden there's no casket there, no coffin. The ground sinks. Hence the reason you see this depression on older plots. Well, that's there. Second is up to almost the 1900s and into the 1900s, all graves were buried head to tail, head always facing the east. If you go in any cemetery, if you ever wonder which way the body's laid out, just figure out which way is east and you'll know where the head is versus the feet. Well, this one is perfectly east. And it's by a big old tree that's been here for a long time. Uh, so it all kind of narrows down to it. And back in the 1800s, this was all woods, just a couple homes here and there. So, and it made sense because when people died back then, they couldn't get to a cemetery or didn't have enough money to buy a plot. They just buried their relatives in their own backyard. It was done multiple times. So it's nothing strange about that. So yes, I definitely do believe we have a body buried back there. The only way to definitely prove it is just get one of those ground penetrating radar systems or something like that. So So yeah, that's what happened to Colleen. And again, I think it's funny. Colleen and I, Paige and I, Sue, we all kind of giggle because, like I said, we've been hearing it all the time. You know, we're just so used to it. And then, but Colleen finally got her wish. She's like, I never get real hauntings in this house, and to the point that she actually was started to disbelieve that this house even had spirits, even though I've showed her video evidence left and right and stuff like that. And we tell her all the time we hear somebody talking. The most common word, audible voice you'll hear in this house is "mommy." It's always a little girl that will say "mommy." And Sage, our oldest, she hears the little girl all the time, and the little girl always says hello to her. So, and I've got video evidence. There's an old guy in here. That's the one that I got a real evidence on. He was by the stairs. You could actually see his shadow, peek in, and must have realized the camera was there, and then peeked out, and then moved out. And you can actually see the full body, head, shoulders, torso, the whole thing. He kind of leans in a little bit like this, and then he just leans back out. And it's kind of cool. I mean, you got to look hard, not that hard, but if you got good eyes, you'll see them just kind of move in and move out. We've had stuff moved in this house all the time. We had something thrown across the floor, and Colleen, she tried to debunk that left and right, and she couldn't do it. And I said, because it wasn't a bug, it wasn't wind or anything else. No, this moved by itself because I caught it on camera. It actually moved. So, yeah, this place is pretty cool. This place is pretty cool. Like I said, you go downstairs in the basement and you can see the original foundation of this place from the 1800s. So, it's got a lot of history. This area's definitely got a lot of history. Found out there's Native American Indian trails and camps that used to be in this area and whatnot. And I think this house actually sits on a trail or real close to one, either way. So, anyways, things just got real. Oh, yeah. That's cool. The Kool Aid guy. So, anything spooky with you guys lately? Anything new, spooky wise? I'm trying to get a picture to come up. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to get this to close. There it is. So, let's see if we get this to work. All right. There we go. Hmm. Okay. Ah, I know what I'm doing now. I think I know what I'm doing. Put that over there. Open this. Put this over here. Okay. That don't want to work that way. So we'll close that window. We'll reopen it. And then we'll turn this back on. Push it over here. Alright. Go to the main screen. Display capture. Close that window. Close that window. Alright. You all ready for a little spirit boxy? So, there we go. Alright. Uh-oh, I saw some hearts coming up there. That's kind of cool. Alright, I asked the big guy upstairs to please watch over us. I asked that he allows guardian angels, let his angels bring forward those who want to talk to us. They're good nature, goodwill. Uh, you're not allowed to, I don't want any evil or ill will intended people, spirits to come forward, just those who want to talk, have a pleasant conversation, and stuff like that. Uh, and if they need help or something, you're willing to come forward. So, with that said, amen. So, now, what's the plasma box? Real quick, if anybody's watching, simply it's a SP7 on a computer. It goes through, it picks up radio frequencies, it goes through radios, it finds all the radio stations. That's what you'll see. It'll say radio stations, finding radio stations, like an SP7 does. The only difference is this SP7, this one, you do not have that irritating, really loud sound. Uh, Con about this is that it's always in reverb. I don't like that. Now, when I do play it, I do have an option to turn the reverse off, not the reverb, the reverse, which means when I turn it on, everything that comes out should be backwards, sounding backwards, not forward, but backwards. So, with that said, let's see if we can get anything. As you see, it's connecting to radio stations. And we'll know it's going here in a minute. We'll do this for about 30 minutes or so. Alright, you guys, now I want to turn the reverb off, or the reverse, or I want to turn it on.
Reverse mode activated.
Okay, so now anything that comes in, we should not be able to understand it. If we do understand it, then it's, well, up to you. Hello, spirit world. My name is Ghost Dog. I come to you with peace, love, and respect. I'm not here to hurt you, harm you, or make you do anything you want to do. This is not a game. This is just to communicate with you. With that said, hello. How are you doing, spirit world? Anybody out there want to talk with us? giving you a voice to speak with. All you have to do is speak into this area, and this device should give you a voice. Hello, Miss Elizabeth. Hello, cute kitty kitty. How are we doing today, Spirit World? Bless me? Well, thank you. If you guys are wondering, yes, this is a pink cup, and yes, I'm drinking water. Always like to get my water in before I go to bed every night. You were playing with the hearts? Aw. Spirit World, I also have an audience here. If you want to speak to them, or if you know who they are, call them out by name, and we'll go from there. And I do ask you to please speak loud and clear. Use all your energy so we can understand, and speak slowly. Because I am an old man and it's hard to understand this stuff. Today we had an incident happen where Colleen heard something knocking on the door. Was that one of you, spirits, or do you know who it was? Auto parts. That's kind of cool that you're talking about auto parts. Are you talking about my car? Do you know? Do you know I've been working on the car? The reason I'm looking over here, folks, is because I just heard something move. Are you in the room? Are you in the room right now with me? Did you move something?
The dance halls.
Did you hear that? The dance halls? What about the dance halls? Thank you, cute kitty kitty. What about dance halls?
Where's I was a murder?
Who was the gentleman that said something about dance halls? Can you come forward?
God and
God. What about God? Can you folks hear tapping? I hear tapping going on. Make sure all my connections are tight. May I ask who is speaking with me?
Well, say,
Can I get a name, please? 1896. I heard that. Are you from 1896? Y'all heard that, right? What about 1896? Are you from 1896? Can you tell me what happened in 1896? Can you hear me? Can you tell me what happened in 1896?
başka bir bak.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? Okay, I guess the gentleman from 1896 is no longer here. Do we have anybody else here? Can you give me a Can you give me a name? What do you really want to do? Can you tell me right now, is it day or night? Can you tell me my name? Do you know my name? Oh, that was a wild one. Can you tell me who knocked on the door, bathroom door today? Or yesterday, I should say. Who was that? Was that Jim? Do you have anything you want to talk about? Can you talk to my listeners right now? I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. So you talk to my people, okay? Don't stop talking on my behalf. I think my headset's trying to get goofy on me. What was that? I don't know about you guys, but to me that sounded like said nerd alert. What did that sound like to you guys? Maybe they were talking about you, Colleen. Who said nerd alert? What are you alerting me to? Yeah, just before you came on, a lady came in here and said, nerd alert. scratcher this right now, so we'll just use a screwdriver. You ever get an itch in the wrong spot and you just barely reach? I have a girlfriend around here somewhere. It's my back scratcher. I call her my wife. Colleen's here. Can you tell her who knocked on the door today? That freaked her out. You got her good. Can I get the name of the spirit that knocked on the bathroom door today? Or yesterday, I should say. Just, just a name. Was it Jim? John? Colleen wants a clear answer. I would like a clear answer. We don't mind you being here. We'd just like to know who we're talking to. I don't want to hear music. I'm curious, Colleen. Hey, just Jim. Oh my God, man. How are you doing? I miss you, brother. I really do. A couple of your spirits are giving me some nice, clear sayings and answers. Can we get a clear name? Just a name. Nice and clear, please. We really, really would like to know who knocked on the door yesterday. I wanted to ask you, Colleen, would would that be something John would do to prank you or mess with you, to try to scare you? if you're just coming in, uh, yesterday, Colleen was in the bathroom gathering garbage, and it's a real small bathroom, so her back was right up on the door, and apparently, uh, something because there was nobody else in the kitchen area with Colleen. We were all in the living room. She heard a distinctive right on the bathroom door. It wasn't on the walls. It was on the bathroom door. To the point it freaked her out. She come flying in the room, freaked out. Getting ready to move to Phoenix. John, if you're out there, I'm talking to Colleen's brother. John, if you're out there, was that you that knocked on the door? So you don't think it was John? Okay. When the car fell on me a few weeks ago, was that you, John, that helped lift the car off me? No. Was it a Jim? Can you say that clearly? Was that a Jim that helped me lift the car off me?
Feel like a black. An inquisitor. Can be upended.
If you're just coming in and wondering why I'm talking about a car being lifted off me, I've been working on the car for the past few years now. And when we were jacking it up, my oldest was jacking it up and with a jack, and the car rolled forward on the jack. Well, she didn't realize when she was jacking it, she was turning the handle, so the hydraulics weren't there. It was up, but the hydraulics wasn't there. And if she would have turned just a little bit more, it would have eventually came down. Well, when the car rolled forward, it didn't just roll forward, it rolled forward and shifted to the right about 8 inches, and it landed straight on my knee. And according to her, I literally grabbed the wheel of the car, picked the car up, and threw the car off of me. Now, I know dang well I ain't that strong. So something gave me strength to get that car off of me before it did more damage. And trying to figure out what was it that helped me. Who's been watching over me while I work on this car? I need a name, please. Yeah, like I said, if I hadn't gotten that car off me, oh yeah, it would have crushed my knee easily. You're talking the front end with the engine, well over 2,100 pounds. I think I was getting an answer by that deep voice, but it was so deep, it was really hard to understand. I'm probably going to have to listen back to it. All right, I want to move on. I want to move on to one of our sus- subscribers. Her name is Miss Skinner. She has a red-winged blackbird that follows her up and down the highway. Can you tell me who that is? Can you tell me Miss Skinner's first name if you're here? Can you tell me Miss Skinner's first name? I guess we'll find that answer out later, Miss Skinner. Is there anybody else in this chat that you want to talk to? Can you tell me their names? I welcome all spirits to come forward. We come to you with peace, love, and respect. Not here to hurt you, harm you, or make you do anything you don't want to do. We just want to communicate. Do you understand? Most of you know how I have this fast box set up, just but for those who don't know, it's using energy from radio stations like an SB7, except when it's being used, it is in reverse mode, which means you should not understand anything that comes across here. So if you do hear something clearly, it's up to you. Me personally, it's something. Isn't that correct, Spirit World? I heard something moving in my room just about an hour ago. Who was that?
Running a lot. I'll make sure that.
Are you talking to me or are you just talking? I don't have an attitude. What makes you think I got an attitude? How about that little girl that roams around the house? Are you here? Can you come forward? Mom or Bob? Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Can you say hello to my subscribers out here? Need you to be loud and clear, please. Can you say hello, please?
So the
I do have a kind of curious question. Can you spirits see the future? Can you see things that will happen in our future, in the living future? I think the one spirit said most difficult. Ooh, that hurt. What was that?
In full agreement with
Can you make that sound again? No, not the singing. Radio stations are really strong tonight.
Brad, possibly.
So I'm not. So bourbon. I don't drink bourbon. Are you thirsty? Would you like something to drink? Alcohol? Yeah, we got some alcohol. You want some? What would you like? Does that say something physical? I just heard a child. A child I just heard. Can you come forward and say something else? You have nothing to be afraid of.
Everybody's about to bed, but
Can that little child tell me your name? You have nothing to be scared of. Is there a gym here?
With those.
And not the just gym, but the other gym. The one that spoke to me the other night on my spirit talker. Habla no español. Inglés. That is a good question. Now that you're in the spirit world, can you answer a question? Is magic real? Is there such thing as magic? Illusion? Oh, I heard that. So you're saying magic isn't real?
Something wrong?
Whoa.
Of repentance.
To tell you how.
Hello. I don't think anything's wrong. Is there something wrong? Yeah, that was clear. Even the repentant was clear.
Like,
If you already
Is voodoo real? It laughed. Did you hear that? It laughed. Are you laughing at the question? Now it's starting to get interesting. Do, do I need to repent, or do somebody need to repent?
sharing God?
Is sharing God.
Force flag.
That's twice now tonight I've heard God. Is the end of times coming? Are we in the end times? Is there another world war coming? World War III. Is there a war? Is there a war that's going to involve the world coming? Yes or no, please. Are we on the verge of another pandemic? A worldwide pandemic?
Which is true.
What was that? Can you say that again, please? Please, if you could answer any of my questions. Why are you giving us these cryptic messages? Could you give me a sentence besides just a couple words, please?
No one.
You got to give me something, otherwise I'm going to end this session.
People have called.
Boy,
Your
they got real talkative with that statement. You going to talk with me now? I need you to speak loud and clear, please.
The Omni.
What the hell? Are the four horsemen coming? Now that the Euphrates River's drying up. What are the four horsemen's names? In English, please. I don't speak Arabic. Are the sayings about the Euphrates River true?
Genuinely.
Are the predictions of the Euphrates River true? So the four horsemen will be released? Yes?
And I can.
Can you give me the names of the four horsemen that is said to be released once the Euphrates River dries up? As written in the Bible. Is the Antichrist here already?
Play Timothy.
Timothy. Long shot here. Are you saying the Antichrist is here and his name is Timothy? Is that correct? Kind of an odd name for an Antichrist. So you're saying the Antichrist already walks the earth? The reason I asked about the Antichrist is because somebody asked if Jesus is coming, Well, the answer to that is if the Antichrist is here, yes, Jesus is coming. I would like a clear, definite answer. Is the Antichrist on Earth? Did that just say kind of a freaky name, word? Yes. A devil? Well, yeah, that's more or less who the Antichrist is. So Jesus is on his way. Is it going to be a couple of years? Because I'd like to know if I need to continue working on the car. Or he just got quiet all of a sudden. Sorry, didn't mean to be sarcastic. How dangerous would it be to travel right now? Well, I definitely wouldn't travel to the United States. It's true? You're saying it's dangerous to travel right now?
704. Active decay. Condemnation.
Under. Women of God.
Pronto.
In a state.
Through difficult.
News.
Does these four names, titles mean anything to you? Horseman of Conquest, Horseman of War, Horseman of Famine, and Horseman of Death. Do these mean anything to you? One of my really good friends, Miss Skinner's mother is sick. Is she really? How sick is she really? I guess it's how sick is my mom really? Oh, she's sick. She's sick. Oh, okay. I understand the question now.
Yeah. Yep.
Is Miss Skinner's? Does Miss Skinner have anything to worry about with her mom? Can one of the spirits answer that question, please?
About me specifically. Did Zeus eat his four children?
Now we're going to mythical gods.
I'll do it.
I could, I would love to tell you guys one day. I'll tell you my theory on Zeus and them
Hurry
and
up.
who they are, what I believe they are. Well, they're not really answering anything. So I'm gonna kind of turn that down a little bit. Well, I'll let it play in the background there, but I want to update you guys real quick on the car, the situation, and everything else. Car is coming along quite well, actually. Uh, I did get the fuel line replaced and put in and whatnot. So, and lucky me, no leaks on the first try. Boy, did I ever get lucky because I had 3 different unions I had to put in and fittings. So we went to start the car and cycled the pressurized the fuel line and uh, not a single leak anywhere. So fuel line's done. I got the brakes, back brakes in, uh, all brand new components inside.
Row and
Even got new drums on them. Checked the fuses and relays. Everything's good and working order. Nothing's blown out. Stuff like that. Got about 90% of the sensors replaced and whatnot. Now we did get a scanning device today, rented one, and we came up with 3 codes, which all relate to emissions and fuel stuff. So Colleen's gonna get 4 fuel injectors. Gonna get some fuel injectors, new ones. We're gonna get a new purge valve, and the other one they said to check is the gas cap. And yeah, we're gonna get a new gas cap because it's corroded and everything else. Uh, I do have a good friend out there named Mudcon who works for Chevrolet. I sent him, he must have been busy today, but I did send him the codes because he kept saying, don't buy anything until we get the codes to him. So we got the codes out. Like I said, there was 3 of them, and it was only 3, and thank God for that. One of them, all 3 of them, kind of said the same thing. Uh, you know what? All right, Spirit World, I really appreciate you coming forward and speaking with us, those who did. Now I need you to go back to where you came from. You're not allowed to stay here, possess any of my friends, or attach yourself to any of my friends or myself or this family. You must go back to where you came from. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. So, yeah, so everything on the car is pretty much in its place and whatnot. Now, does the car fire? No, the car is still not firing. Uh, why? We don't know. We don't know. So we are going to focus on the 3 codes that we got. And like I said, it was only 3 codes. And I don't know how to read a scanner. If anybody knows anything about a scanner, let me know because I do have questions. because we're going to return the scanner tomorrow and get our money back because she paid. I think she had to put down almost $170 just to rent it, and kind of need that money for bills. So I do want to return it tomorrow. So if anybody can get a hold of me and I can show you what the scanner looks like and stuff like that and whatnot. Now, I got basic information and whatnot. What are my biggest concern was, could the ECM been screwed up? And I do remember asking the place where we rented it, the scanner from, if the ECM would show up if there was an issue. And he told me, he said, yeah, it would show up. Well, none of our readings, none of the codes came back that had anything to do with the ECM. So I think we kind of lucked out on that one, that there isn't an ECM problem, because none of it says anything about an ECM issue or anything like that. And all the sensors I put in, it had nothing to do with those sensors. These are new sensors that they're talking about. Like I said, the purge valve, we're going to replace. Colleen, she just wants it done. No ifs, ands, or buts, so we'll put the new fuel injectors in there. That was one of the possibilities that could be associated with one of the codes. And in the gas cap, of course, because I guess the gas cap is pressurized and needs to be sealed properly and not corroded, and ours is corroded from, sitting such a long time. Uh, One of the main things that kept coming back, and it was all the videos that we watched for the codes, to kind of get an idea what they're about, all kept going back to the O2 sensors, to the exhaust system as a leak. Well, I know for a fact the caddy's brand new, the exhaust system's brand new. I know the O2 sensors are brand spanking new, and they're plugged in correctly, whatnot. But the one thing I'm curious about is everything's bolted in except for one bolt. Just one bolt. It's the front side of the Cadillac that actually goes to the engine and comes together. Now, we got this top bolt and this top bolt in, but we don't have the bottom bolt in there. And the reason being is we can't drill the bolt out of there. The original bolt that's in there, I had cut it off on one side and the other side, but there's like maybe that much of a bolt still in there, and because where it's at, I can't get a drill in there to drill that thing out so I could put a new bolt. Could that be causing all these sensor failures in the codes? Because in there, but the thing is, I got it pretty damn tight. I mean, but I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I'll be the first one to tell you that. I'm not a mechanic. But I can read instructions and follow videos. But I'm kind of curious if anybody knows anything about cars. Could one bolt that's not secure cause all these exhaust-like codes? Because technically it's not sealed. So I'm very, very curious about that. But yeah, the car is pretty much done. It really is. I mean, yeah, it's going to need new front rotors and whatnot. I do want to change the alternator out and stuff like that. But basically everything else is just, it's brand new. Brand new oil in there, new spark plugs. The only couple sensors I could think of that I didn't replace, but it didn't even come up as a code, so I don't think I will mess with them. And that's the crankshaft and the camshaft sensors. Now we did have one that had something about timing on it, and let me see if I'll tell you what it says. Like I said, I had the codes here. The first one was PO 137 H2. Well, basically the O2 sensor, circuit low voltage sensor. The other one was P2270. Again, O2 sensor, signal stuck lean sensor 2. And the third one, P0014, exhaust camshaft position system performance. And those are the only three that actually came up. And that's it. So, again, I don't know that much about it. I did get the codes. Tomorrow or later on after I wake up, I'm going to I've disconnected the negative off the battery. So they always say, when you do a scanner, disconnect the negative from the battery for about 15-20 minutes, and it'll reset the codes basically. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to take the data one more time, load it up on the device, and hope I do it correctly, because like I said, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I really don't. And get those codes, see if I could copy or maybe minus a code. I don't know. And then I'm going to take it to AutoZone. That's where we got it from. And they're going to download it on their computer and give me a printout. So maybe there's more to it than what the scanner is actually showing me. And generally, there is. So more detail or something like that. And so that's where we're at on there. We are so anxious. Everybody's so anxious. It's been over a month. We've been taking taxi cabs. Gentleman that's been giving the ladies a ride, he's starting to get not mad per se, but like overstay your welcome type of situation. And I don't blame him, because originally this was only supposed to be for a couple days, and it's a month and a half later, we still can't get the car running. But I'm very pleased for what I've done, what I've accomplished so far, what I've replaced. Those brakes were not easy to do. They really were not easy to do at all. Yeah, I mean, they make it look simple on a video. It ain't until you get a hold of it. I mean, I even put brand new brake cylinders in there. It just said, screw it, we got them, put them in there. So everything on the inside the brake, behind the brake drum, is brand new. Pads, springs, adjusters, the whole thing. It's all brand spanking new. So we're definitely going to have good brakes. We are going to tighten up. We're going to see if we could tighten up one of the emergency brake lines, because when I was putting on there, the other one was really tight. I mean, I pinched my fingers and had a tough time getting that thing off there because it was tight. The other one was actually loose. I actually had about a 1-inch play. I could actually pull the line. So I'm hoping it's not busted or snapped somewhere. So Colleen and I, we're going to take a look at take the console off, the middle console out of the car, and take a look at those lines, make sure there's no line busted in between it, and don't have to replace it. But yeah, that's basically where it stands right now, folks. As soon as I get the car running, I will be doing door dashing. The girls won't have to rely on our neighbor no more to get to work and back. I know we really want to get the car because Colleen got a new job. She actually goes in tomorrow for orientation, and so she'll be working over there, actually with her daughter. Kind of work the same time, which actually kind of helps. That way, there's not different times and whatnot. And like I said, I really want to get to work. I'm really antsy. All I'm doing, I'm just getting unhealthy as time goes along, because I'm not as active as I used to be. I mean, both thumbs are messed up. This one's got trigger thumb. This one, nerve damage. My knee, even though it's healed up, or the bruises are gone and whatnot, I think I might have torn a cartilage, not completely, but a little bit, to the point where if I touch it just right, it will burn like no one's business. It really stings. And so I need to get to the doctor, get my knee x-rayed, and get that, make sure everything's okay there. Uh, Otherwise, we're just surviving, you know. Basically, every day we're going whatnot. I know we haven't been able to buy regular food for the longest time, at like a regular store because of the simple fact that we can't get a car to go to the store, so we've been buying at the convenience store. And I want to tell you folks, do not try to live off a convenience store. Uh, Prices are jacked up 2, 3 times, and you'll go through money in a heartbeat. So, yeah, another main reason when it because when you got a car, you can go to the grocery store and buy a whole bunch of stuff for a whole lot cheaper. You know, you could go to different stores like Aldi's or Walmart or something like that, pick and save. But here, you can't do that because they're all so far away. You're not walking, that's for damn sure. And taxi cabs just cost some money. I mean, it's bad enough that, well, I don't know now. Well, no, they're going to have to catch cabs because they work so late. There's no way the neighbor's going to be up that time of the night to bring them back. So they can get a ride to work. They just can't get a ride back. And they're going to have to catch taxis. And that's the biggest thing we need to get away from is the damn taxis. I mean, what do we figure? 160, $180 a week just for taxis, and it's crazy. You know, it's really really crazy. So anybody else has got any ideas what I could do with this car, what to check or something like that? You're more than welcome to throw it at me. You know, if you need the VIN number of the car, I've got no problem sending it to you so you know what you're looking at. If you want the codes that I got off of it, I'll send those to you. If you know anything about them, you know, give us something else to look at because, like I said, we've replaced just about everything, every other sensor on that car, and new new spark plugs, new sensors all the way around, actuator sensors, O2 sensors, brand new exhaust system from the engine all the way straight to the tailpipe. Is new starter in the damn thing, brand new starter. It's just running out of stuff to try to replace. I'd be happy if we could turn the car not just to the start because when you turn to the start, everything lights up, you know, the way it should. But we do have a check engine light on. But I want to be able to turn the key to try to actually start the engine. And if I could get to that point, I know we'll be close. We'll be close, you know. And I was hoping today would be it because once we got that battery charged up, we charged the fuel, pressurized the fuel, and I told Colleen, try starting it, and nothing. Not even a click click. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm more or less running out of idea. What more could there be to keep that engine from trying to fire over? Even if it was frozen, it would at least try it. But no, nothing. So it has something to do with sensors. One of those sensors is messing it up. Something is messing it up where it simply won't let the car try to fire. It just won't let it do it. And I hate that. I wish kind of there was a bypass somehow. Because I want to hear that engine turn over. I want to hear that engine try to turn over, you know. But we're keeping our hopes up. But it is getting to us. It really is disconcerting. And we're losing faith. We really are losing faith, you know. It's really starting to get down on us, you know, because we're trying everything. We've spent over $1,000 so far on this car with very little money. I mean, if it wasn't for my friends and our friends, you know, helping out with this and that, MudCon, Natalie, and a few other people, uh, we wouldn't even be where we are right now with the car. So again, I want to personally thank you. I know the family thanks you guys. We're not done yet, but we're getting really really close. Uh, if you're wondering why I haven't been on Twitter, it's because we've been doing a lot of stuff. Uh, so that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. We're close, folks. I can feel it. We're really really close. But as soon as that freaking car starts and gets running, uh, I got a job. I'm gonna DoorDash. I'm gonna do uh, medical supply runs and stuff like that. You know, even if it's just like $400 or $500 a week, that's $400 or $500 more than what I'm making right now, which is absolute zero. So, and the computer's messed up, so I really can't even do graphic designings and editing stuff like that. I mean, this is literally the first time I've seen the computer working correctly in about 2 weeks. So I can't even really push out jobs, you know, designing jobs right now, and it really pisses me off that I can't because I can't rely on the system being working, you know. So I don't know what to do with that. But anyways, all right, folks, enough of my woes and wheeze and whatnot. So if anybody donates anything, it would be greatly appreciated. Be used towards the house. That's absolutely guaranteed. Otherwise, it's not expected, but it will definitely be appreciated. It's not what this show's about. I just wanted to say hi, but just letting you there. I'm gonna let you guys go. It's what 3:26 a.m. I know people got to get. I know Colleen better be sleeping by now. That's all I know. She best better be sleeping. So uh, I'm gonna go try to sleep myself. Get up, work more on the car, or at least get that data reading, that scanning, another scan done, and go from there. Otherwise, I want you all to stay safe. Definitely stay blessed, and definitely keep it between the line. I want to thank everybody that's come by and stopped by. It's good to see a good couple good friends that I haven't seen in a long or heard in a long time. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Just Jim. I miss you, brother. I hope you're being safe out there. Good luck with your move. Miss Skinner, good luck with the Blackbird, Red Wing Blackbird. I don't know what's going on with that. Who else is out there having issues or doing something? I'm not sure. A lot of people came in. Cute kitty kitty. You stay safe out there, girl. Potato and something another. I can't remember who. Potato and Sarah. Thank you for coming by. It's good to see you. Uh, if anybody else showed up, sorry if I missed you. Until then, y'all stay safe.